What a difference another day makes. Last week I was getting blown off the seat box. Today it's flat calm. It's a bit quiet. The feeder rod hasn't really been touched. So I thought I'd break out the waggler rod and try and scratch around and see if I can get some small roach or something. And it's working so far. I got kind of tired casting with the feeder rod, throwing a load of bait in and not even getting a little roach, so I said let's try something a bit different. And I haven't fished the waggler rod for a long time, so let's fish the waggler rod. Let's not tangle up with the waggler rod. Not fishing too far out, just fishing about there. Fishing about 6 feet. And catching a little roach. What a difference a week makes, eh? This time last week you couldn't have sat here. You would have been, well, you see what you would have been. It was windy, pretty crap, but I'm off now for 4 days, so I'm out tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday. So this is just the start of the zombie Jesus weekender. For those of you that don't get the joke, Jesus died in the biblical fairy tale. He then rose again. Well, what horror creature rises from the dead? Yep, you guessed it. Zombies. So, the zombie Jesus weekender is upon us. It's a bit weird. When I arrived down here this morning, the place was fizzing alive with different fish. And then it just seemed to stop. I had a bit of a chuck around with the deeper. The place was alive, but for some reason it's been pretty tough today. It's just been hard to hook up into fish. Oh, there's a touch. I'm not sure if you guys can see the float. There it goes again. Oop. Nothing. Oh well. It's probably a small roach. I've got a bit of a love-hate relationship with this fishing rod. It's the last one I ever bought from Drennan, and the tip has broken it 3 times. I've had to send it back to Drennan 3 times. It's their Acolyte series, which is meant to be their top of the range series. But they're 15-foot models, I don't know what they've done to them. It's a bit of a change from usually getting blown off the seat box, isn't it? Not a bad place to spend the day when it's like this, is it? On the feeder round, the feeder rod have just bunged out a whole lobworm. I'll see that if that goes. I switched the GoPro off there just as I started to catch roach. Now that I switched it back on, I had to stop catching roach. There we go. Go on, take the float. Not the best day, but the weather was awesome. So, let's see what we got. About 6 roach. Tomorrow I'm going to go to the river. Or I might go to the other end of the system. Not sure just yet, but today's wee adventure was a bust. Ah well, shit happens. Well, I think I've safely concluded my walk down memory lane of Lough Acrussel. I've given it, I've given it a day when the weather was terrible, and I've given it a day when the weather was awesome. And I think that's about enough time for that place. Maybe in another 18 years I'll go back and fish it again. Who knows? Today wasn't entirely bad. There was loads of fish showing on the deeper and everything like that there. I just, it attracts too much attention for me. There's far too many people there. And I go away fishing to get away from people, so no more fishing on Lough Acrussel. Tomorrow I'm going to head somewhere on to, I think I'm going to head to maybe Derryad or Coronet. I don't know, is that worth it? Derryad's worth a throw, but we'll see tomorrow. I've even got a suntan, look. I got a bit of a suntan, or sunburn, whatever you want to call it. But time to get the maggots and everything in the fridge and have a beer, because it's a beautiful day and I'm thirsty.